The Aftermess.
Perfect. The Strad man. Like, oh yeah, I got a Mazda.
6'5".
Yep. Call it the Maserati.
Maserati.
He's like, oh yeah, the Maserati costs $32,000. Guess I have some money to spare.
Joke's on you.
Gotcha.
It's the Temu version of it.
All right, we're so back. Morning Mess, After Mess podcast. We're actually back in the studio. Nice guys do finish last. We're here to talk about that. She got Joey boy.
Studio's fucking busted. It's JV.
And it's Sienna.
And producer Jules.
Like sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Just a little behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes. They just given up on this building and the equipment and everything. We're moving buildings and they don't fucking care. It's like Alaska here and like fucking hell in the studio. So we went from 80 degrees to 40. As you can see, they're all bundled up and we're going to get sick.
I know.
We're going to get fucking sick.
Don't tell me that.
For being inside.
Yeah. This place is mold. They don't give a fuck. Look, shit's falling apart. Look at that mold up there.
Oh God, I'm
Don't
closest
say
to
that.
it.
I haven't been sick in so long.
TVs don't work behind JD. They're just giving up on the building.
There's just things that they're finding as they're undoing like the cabinets and shit. There's just beverages everywhere.
But there's a big ass trophy right behind you, so that's important.
Oh, Joey, Joey's trophy's still fucking here from his employee of the year?
Anywho, sick people finish last. Nice guys.
Yeah.
Nice guys finish last. Let's talk. Where does this stem from? Oh, this is stemming from Benny Blanco, right?
Yeah, so Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez are now engaged. And I remember when it first came out that they were dating, I was shocked because I think Benny Blanco is not the most attractive person.
say the word.
I have called him unfortunate looking.
Wow.
You called him ugly.
Yeah, but you guys said unfortunate looking was worse than ugly, so I thought I'd say that. You guys told me that.
I never said, I think he's an all right looking guy because I've seen guys that aren't really good looking. And I see a guy who's like good looking. That's a good looking guy. I don't think he's that bad looking. I don't know.
Really? He looks like he doesn't shower, and then like he shows his feet, and like he has his toes painted all weird, and then he has a unibrow, his teeth. I
don't know. I have family members that look grotesque than that. So to me, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but then you have Selena Gomez, who is just beautiful. I think like Selena Gomez is on a pedestal for me. She is gorgeous.
Definitely.
She has a nice body on her, body T, girl. She's queen. But I was just like, this is so weird because I don't know how these two got together. But after seeing all the interviews they've done, because again, now engaged, they have a collab album out, and Benny Blanco is speaking some truth. He is like dropping some relationship advice, how him and Selena's dynamic works. There was one quote where he said, I wake up every day thinking, how can I make Selena Gomez's day better? And I hope that I find someone who wakes up and tries to make my day better, whether it's little things, a text in between their shoots or whatever they have going on. And I'm just like, you know what? After months and months, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah,
I get it,
you're
Selena.
welcome. Because I told you that. I was like, you know what? She upgraded, not him.
She did upgrade.
She upgraded because she went out with a good-looking guy. Arguably, at one point, the biggest star in the world, Justin Bieber. He treated her like shit.
Yes.
So she upgraded to a guy that actually appreciates her, loves her, is very outspoken, well-spoken, maybe not the best looking, but actually treats her with respect. I'm sure he probably treats her family with respect, buys her, does all the things. And guess what? To circle back what we do, she's going to break his fucking heart because nice guys finish last. Benny, she's going to break your heart because eventually these people in this world, women, the nice guys finish last. And I speak from experience. When my ex, when I first started dating her, I was a fucking player. She knew that. I had just got out of my first marriage, divorce, and I told her I don't want a relation. I just got divorced. So I must have been dating at least 7-8 girls. But I was upfront with her. I told my ex Amber, I was like, I am just dating. That's it. The bigger player I was, the bigger time she's like, hey, I'm around your area. Do you want to get a bite to eat? No, I'm on a date. I would just be straight up. I saw you at the club making out with some girl. Yeah. Are you sleeping with other women? Yes. I never lied to her. She wanted me more. And even when we got together, I wasn't the greatest boyfriend. I still was in some I think I wasn't over my hurt from that first marriage because that first marriage, I was a nice guy too. Wanted a divorce. So by the time she came along, I just didn't give a fuck and she wanted me more. Then I started winding down. We started having a family. I started calming down, not hosting clubs so much, going out. I just wanted to just be with JoJo when he was a baby and her, and she wasn't used to that. Then it's just, I could just feel it.
Yeah.
Girls love that bad boy. So Benny Blanco, just treasure your time. She's gonna break your heart, bro.
That is a crazy take, by the way, that she's going to break his heart. But I will.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Do you
I
agree
know.
that nice guys
No,
finish last?
I absolutely
Yes.
do. And I agree with you because she is going to be an actress her whole life. And she is going to find a co-star.
Yep.
And it's going to be a rom-com. And she's going to lick his pecs. And it's going to get real. Yeah, and he's going to get jealous. And she's going to be home late. And it's Pound Town soon. No, it's impressive. No, but I agree. I agree, brother.
If because I love their relationship, but from what we're saying, and we all agree, finally we all agree, nice guys finish last. He's the nice guy.
The nicest guy.
The nicest
If
guy.
you've watched clips of these interviews, it is what every, I think, person wants to hear
Yes.
in a relationship.
I agree.
The transparency. And what I've loved about those two is that, remember when for the anniversary or whatever, he had this tub of cheese and, it was tortilla
Oh, for
chips.
Valentine's
Bro,
Day.
they have been so them fucking selves throughout their entire relationship. They don't give a fuck what anyone has said. And I'm like, okay, that's real. It's authentic because they're going to get ripped apart, and they double down. They
don't fucking care. Yeah.
They did a collab album early, and they've been doing all these press things, and Benny's just saying, it seems like all the right things. Like this guy just is really speaking from truth.
Yeah.
His truth. He
I'm
knows. He
I'm
knows
writing
what-
down all the notes. I'm just like, I've never heard this. I was like, wow, that's pretty special. If you both wake up in a relationship, like, I want to make your day better. If you're both on the same page doing that, then you're pushing each other's love language, maybe, or just like, I want to do for you, just do for me. It's reciprocal, and it works. I like it. I just feel sorry for my dude because I feel like he's gonna get his heart broken.
Well, I don't know. My take on it, I feel like specifically with this situation, everybody looks at Benny Blanco as like the nice guy because he's like not conventionally attractive. So I think if he was attractive, like he would be like the perfect man.
So he has to be nice. Like, 'cause
Kind
he's
of.
ugly.
And
Yeah.
funny.
And he's hilarious.
Funny.
But honestly, like, I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't know what his ex-girlfriend's name is, but the girl you dated before Selena Gomez, like, she was like a few inches taller than him, like a supermodel, like fucking beautiful.
I think that's who Pete Davidson is dating now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. So I'm just like, I don't know. To me, I feel like Benny Blanco doesn't give a fuck about what he looks like, and he still kind of has like a little bit of that bad boy in him, which I think what makes people want him. Because otherwise, I don't think Selena would have gone for him. Because like you have to have some type of sexual attraction. Like there's no way Selena Gomez sits there and is like, "Oh, I'm so in love with you." Like look how gorgeous
Listen,
you
that's
are.
why with
He does not
interviews
say
like
that.
Nick Cannon has bagged dimes his whole life. And Nick
Yeah.
Cannon has worked out the past 5 to 10 years. Nick Cannon back in the days, he had a scrawny little body and still was bagging Mariah Carey. Nick Cannon was bagging baddies before he was working
Right.
out. And I interviewed him and he says the funny guy, his term was giggle their panties off. You got to be the funny guy. I've applied that and it's worked for me because I'm not the hottest guy in the chiseled body. So I know I had to work on the craft of swag and talking to a girl and be funny, or I'm not going to get the girl because this guy that works out all the time. But most of the time, these guys that work out, and I've met girls that don't like that because they're so full of themselves and they
Yes.
have no personality. They can just go out and pick a girl out because a girl just wants physical appearance. Then they bang them and they're like, this guy's fucking boring, or
Yeah.
he's just narcissistic, or... So I think girls are catching up to that, and the Benny Blancos of the world are kind of winning. Now, if he was a little better looking, perfect, but then I think he'd be just an asshole and just...
Oh God, is it too fucking much to ask for both?
Yeah.
I think he just
I
needs
agree.
to make some tweets.
It's not our fault.
Why can't you make nice, funny, and hot?
Me and Jenny are like, we were
Dude,
blessed.
it's my parents'
Yeah.
fault. It's a combination.
I want
is
you to be
just-
nice, funny, and hot. You can't just
I
be
mean,
like hot in an ass.
He
or-
plucked the unibrow, so there's that. We'll see if he gets braces or something. I don't know. I saw comments where like someone was like, "Okay, baby, now put some gel on those curls," because his hair's like all
It just
crazy.
needs to be like tightened up a little
Yeah,
bit. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like,
But that's what you guys find it. That's what you guys want. You're not silly. Like, she's had that. The thing is, you guys know, she's had that. She's had attractive, hot guys.
The
And they-
Weeknd, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. I forgot about Jimmy. Like, and they treated her obviously like shit. And she's been very vocal about therapy, and she's been through some shit. And she just has a mediocre looking guy that's fucking nice. And you guys are still like, he just has to keep his same energy. Don't pluck the fucking eyebrow. Don't do
Why can't
nothing.
you- why
Well,
can't
he did. He did
Yeah,
pluck it
he
for
did.
his girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
But
did. And maybe
he
she
can
asked
keep
him
his
to. And he did
personality.
it.
And
He can
imagine
keep
what
his
he's having to
personality.
put up with.
Yes,
all
them.
due respect.
He's having to put up with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of those past experiences, because you brought up the fact that you
Okay.
watched the clip where he said he needed to what was it? He dating her past experiences as well, right?
Yes.
I think you brought
Whoever
that up.
you're dating their past.
Their past experiences.
Yeah.
So you have brought that up. Like, imagine Selena Gomez's dating history and the things that she's had to go through. Really tough things, whether it was like lupus or her own mental health struggles.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that's a burden on Benny Blanco.
But you have to understand, this is what you're
Correct.
going to inherit.
Yes.
Yes.
So if he's ugly, then if that's the worst thing about him.
I know, right? Yes,
You're telling
honestly,
me you wouldn't
yes.
change anything about yourself if you had millions. Selena Gomez is the most followed person on Instagram.
She's a billionaire.
a billionaire. And billions of people telling you that you're ugly. You wouldn't change
Why? I've
anything
got
about
Selena.
yourself?
Why would I change myself? I got Selena Gomez, and she accepted me for who I am. Why she accepted
I
that?
guess.
Why do I care what you think? You know what I mean? Like, I got Selena Gomez. You know what I mean? Does that make
Joey,
sense?
If we got like the most attractive girl in the world, and she was amazing, like amazing as a person, the most attractive girl, there's nothing any of you could
Nobody.
say
Okay,
that
but
could
when
hurt my
she breaks
feelings.
your heart in the end,
well, then we'll
ultimately,
have a problem, and then
no,
she'll
you're
just be
that's
who
when,
she was.
right?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
I'm just saying, if Selena Gomez breaks Benny's heart, I think he's gonna glow the fuck up. Right
No
after.
chance. No, because he seems like always a behind the scenes guy. Because if he's a producer,
What does
he's a
that mean?
writer,
He's gonna glow up.
Like looks wise.
I don't see that.
put
he's gonna
Joe
get
with those
cornrows.
curls.
Is
You
what
you
she's
just said
saying.
he's bagging bad ones anyway. So why would he? He had a model. He has Selena. I'm sure if we dive
I was
into it,
trying
he
to
has.
look his dating history. I couldn't find
Really?
anything.
Yeah, I don't know who he's
Because
really
I feel
dating in
like
the past.
nice guys finish last. That's what we're talking about. I feel like that's why he would glow up, because I think that would just be like the kind of knife in the back. You know what I mean? Just like Benny Blanco being like, my funniness and niceness is not good enough. I need the looks too. I lost Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I don't even think it's look wise too. I mean, I'm with Jules on the whole looks thing, but I also think too, because of her, I don't know her, but her whole trauma with like the Justin Bieber thing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I also feel like him being
True.
like he has to, like
He's in the
like,
middle of
he's
that.
in the middle of it.
Literally.
Yeah, so it's like not just looks, but she's also having to like go through the
Yeah.
fact that like, oh, this guy knows the other side of the story
Yeah.
as well. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Benny Blanco's the only person with the information of what happened to Selena and Justin.
It will be her fault though, because
will be.
he's saying all the right things
Yeah.
right now, and permission to be sexist.
You ask this way too many times a day.
Yeah.
I'm asking permission.
Just deny him every once
I
in a
know.
while.
I'm like, what if I say no? How about we just shut
Then I
up?
have to. Then
You gotta skip it. Are you saying no?
Sure.
permission to be sexist.
Just go for it. You're gonna say it anyway.
They always
You're gonna say it anyway. What's the
No,
point?
I'm not. I'm
No, you're
asking
not.
for permission.
Yeah, but if we make him hold it in, his ADHD will go fucking.
I know. Don't do that.
Okay, yeah, I take the,
Okay, yeah.
I take the permission back. Anyway, Joey, what was your take on it?
I'll bring it up at the end anyway. I'll bring it up at the end
I love it. They
anyway.
denied you. I love it.
Fucking disease shaming again.
Who knows? We'll be talking about something else 10 minutes from now, and he's gonna come back and bring the conversation
I
back.
am.
Yeah, Jules is right though. He's gonna
I'll
break.
revert.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to.
He wants to
he's gonna,
ask.
like, yeah.
You know how he said like he'll
like
bring up shit.
shaking.
He wants to ask. Hey, you can't be sexist. They say you can't.
Permission to be sexist.
No.
Fine. Permission to state a theory.
You're gonna change the question. Permission to state a theory. He can't hold it in.
Y'all want to pick fights, man. You guys always want to
No,
pick
we just want
fights.
you to not say what you're about to say.
It will get to a point where she's, for her own entertainment, she's going to talk some shit and start a fight. Sienna, if Ivan was that nice, would you every once in a while just be like, man, every once in a while I just wish you wag your finger at me.
I do like when he wags his finger.
Tell me I'm,
Stinky Pinky.
right? Don't you guys want a little conflict?
Yeah.
I've done that
These
in the past.
two, yes.
Yes,
Come
I've done
on.
that in the past. I dated a guy who was like the nice guy. Like, honestly, like he was too nice. And there was one day where I was just like, I'm bored. He's too nice.
Yeah.
And he was just minding his own business. And I was with one of my friends and I was like, text him saying that like I'm mad at him for something. And so she's like, hey, you upset Sienna. And then he's calling my friend like, hey, what'd I do? Like, how can I fix it immediately? And I was like, and then,
Women are evil. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's women. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Again, this is called nice guys finish. Guys, if you're nice, you're doing it wrong. Girls don't want the nice guy. You're
I've
going to
not
finish
done
last.
it. so on purpose like that.
But you will instigate a little something.
I think it happens subconsciously because you're just like, you're bored.
I was 17 or 18, so I was young.
Yeah.
And
But you're
dumb.
gonna ruin a
But-
person's livelihood and day by saying, I'm bored. I want to start a fight. You know how fucked up that
but
is?
I've never had that train of thought.
It is. I mean, again, I was young. I was 7. I was a teenager.
But no, even now,
that
you
these
don't
days.
you don't want a nice guy. And that's okay. There's certain people that I like a little crazy in my women. I don't want a submissive girl to do everything I want them to do. I want a little crazy.
Yes.
So that's okay, because that's your love language, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you wouldn't want Ivan, and he's the nicest guy. But I feel like if you make him upset, he gets angry at you, you duke it out. And
I get turned on.
You get turned on.
Right.
Can you imagine him nice all the time? You'd be so bored.
Yeah, and I like nice in the sense of he's a respectful, good man.
Right.
But him and I could duke it out every
Yeah.
once in a while in the bedroom after a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See, that's
like,
spices it
makeup
up.
sex.
yeah.
Makeup sex is great. Yeah.
Right. I just
Yeah.
don't want a codependent ask kisser.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
That's fair.
JD.
But I have no problem. I would never change who I am because
You know
some
what?
girl
You're right.
Wants me to be a
I
fucking
don't-
dickhead.
Yeah,
no. 'Cause
no.
You know what that does? That turns me into a dickhead, and then that
Yeah.
makes me think that you want a dickhead.
It's not
which
a
you usually do.
dickhead, though.
Yes, you're blatantly being disrespectful, and I refuse to give into that theory of like just because you want conflict every once in a while, the girl I would want to be with wants nothing to do with
Okay,
that.
but conflict doesn't mean it needs to be disrespectful.
Yes.
That's not what we're saying. Just because the word conflict, it doesn't mean to have to be like a crazy fight where you're like screaming at each other and like demeaning each other.
Like a
I know, but
disagreement?
every once in a while,
I think
permission to be
disagreements
sexist.
are great.
Here
You
we
guys
go.
will be why can't you can you just be mad about something? Can you just care about something?
Yeah, have an opinion.
Conflict.
No, have a fucking opinion.
If you have an opinion, you're like, I know this is just going to cause problems. It's all good. I'm going to sit this one out. And they really mean it. You're like,
my
oh my
God.
God, will you just fucking get mad at me
No,
for
I
something?
hate that shit because then that's how fucking resentment grows because I've personally experienced this with my relationship. He like would let things go, sweep it under the rug, and then all of a sudden one day I'm the insane person because he just let all these things go
Build
because
up.
he didn't exactly. I'm like, if you just do shit because you don't want to cause conflict or you don't want to like say anything, then you're gonna build resentment against that person over time.
I can understand that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's even in the beginning stages of dating. Like, permission to be sexist
oh my
again.
fucking god!
How many times are you gonna ask that?
Every time that way I'm clear.
No.
I feel, especially in the beginning, you guys
need a
want,
counter.
you guys don't like the nice guy. You don't, he's too nice. You say it in the
I've
beginning.
heard that.
Ladies, I've heard it so many times you
It's
can't tell me
crazy.
I'm wrong. They're like, he's too nice.
Yeah.
Remember that one time I told you guys the story about the girl who loved the bread maker or whatever. From
Oh, yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I got a video from this guy wishing her a happy birthday and like, hey, you should come out to one of my classes, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, just too nice. It weirded me out. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Fan fucking
Because
tastic.
girls
Yeah.
don't want to be put in the position that you're literally stating right now. You're like, well, I don't want them to make me feel like a dick and blah, 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 blah. So we know that. So you're too nice. You're too nice to handle us.
Fine, that's fine. Because
Like,
I'm
it's out of
keeping it
respect for
pushing.
you.
If a girl says you're too nice, keep it pushing.
You got to.
got problems coming along your
Yeah.
way.
Well, it's any
true.
kind of verb of like, you're too anything. Well, then I'm
Yes.
not. I'm too much for you. So you got to.
Too nice.
You got to keep it. You're
Yeah.
too nice. You're too mean. You're too
Okay,
strict.
so
You're
instead
too.
of saying you're too nice, I'm going to be like, I'm too much.
Like put it on you.
Yeah,
I'm too
I'll
much.
take the heat.
I don't know how I would
I'll
take
take
that.
the heat.
I'm too much.
I'm too much
Yeah.
for you.
I'm too much.
Have a good one.
You can't handle me?
yeah.
Is it, yeah. Is it
Yeah.
like a you can't handle
Either
me?
or,
you can't handle me.
you know, I just, and we've talked about this in the podcast. I just appreciate honesty. Don't waste each other's time. So whatever it is, if you told me you're too nice, thank you for being honest, and I'm not gonna spend another fucking $1,000 in the next month on you if you already know you're nice.
Yeah.
You're not taking advantage of my nice. So I don't care what a girl says. If I'm too anything, perfect. Let me move on to the next one. You move somewhere else where a guy treats you like shit. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
sometimes too nice can be just boring. So if you're like, you
Right.
can be the nice person. That's not a
That's
bad
crazy.
thing.
I do think
Do you guys
sometimes
hear
that
that?
phrase is used really to describe just boring.
Boring, yeah. Because some people just like don't. I don't know how to explain this, but it's not that you don't care, but it's just like they're
Yeah.
like no personality. Like yes, they're nice to you.
You're nice. You're friend zoned. You're boring. I don't want to date you.
Right. Nice guys finish last. They're always friend zoned because
But
they're
like,
too nice.
if they're not giving you anything, they're just nice all the
Right.
time. But again, like I feel like nice isn't the word, but it's being used as
and it's
that.
just nice is the word because my personal love language, like I need a lot of sarcasm. Like to me, like it is a good little 50-50 bully love ratio type thing. You know what I mean? So if somebody is too nice and they can't like banter with me like that back and forth, like to me, like teasing each other is like, that's like a big thing for me. So like being literally too nice, I can't handle it.
I'm like, my husband is the nice guy. My husband on paper and in real life is the perfect man. You know what I'm saying? So, but like,
Yeah, but he can roast you though every once in a while, and it's funny.
But he's not boring.
Exactly.
So that's the difference.
Okay.
He is the nice guy.
Yes.
I am with him. I've been with him for 6 years, but he's not boring.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Does that
talk
make
about the
sense?
beginning stages of you and Ivan, right? In the beginning stages, what was a way that he kind of like was not too nice? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like what was his first moment? You're like, okay, this guy's not boring, or did you immediately?
He left
think,
his girl for her, of course. I mean, off top, he was gonna leave.
Wasn't in a relationship. I'm not a homewrecker.
But was he really
They
nice
fucked in a
where
bush
you
or
were
We have fucked in a bush.
concerned like this guy's too nice?
No, because me and Ivan literally hit it off the first night. It sounds really cliche, and I'm not even trying to like put up a facade. Like we literally hit it off the first night we met. So it was never like, this guy's too nice. Or like we are literally the same person in the sense of we match each other's energy, like when being out and when being social. So like it was I never had any weird feeling or vibe about him of like, he's too nice, or he's a dick, or anything like that. We were just very similar. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if that really answers your question, but
Must be fucking nice.
that's what happens, I guess, when you meet your soulmate. But yeah, I had it easy in that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was never like,
Yeah.
he's too nice, away with him. It was like, this is the nice guy, but he's not boring. I get along with him. I could see myself with him.
Exactly. And honestly, men do the exact same fucking thing with women too. Because I've seen so many men go after the most like outgoing, loud girl, and not the girls that are more a little bit quiet, a little bit more shy, that don't really know how to like go up and talk to men. Men want the women that are like boop, 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 running around. You know what I mean? I don't
You
know.
didn't really
I feel
ask
like
for permission to be sexist there, but I'll.
You
She
kind
don't
of just
need your
blurted it.
permission.
Yeah.
need fucking permission.
Yeah. Yeah, just with the friends that I have, and I talk more with women with life talks, relationships throughout the past year or two, which is kind of crazy. There's only a couple guys. I think I've been talking more and more to JD about life and dating and stuff like that, and I got a couple guy friends, but I would say a handful of women, and I have to put them on blast. Like, I have to check them because I think their girls are telling them they're neck fucking them, like, yeah, girl, yeah, you right. I'm like, nah, that's
Neck
not. I'm
fucking.
like,
I've never heard that.
you never heard that neck fucking when you're just like, yeah, girl, yeah. It's like,
fucking.
I was like, don't neck fuck me. You're just, yeah.
That casual.
no.
I was like, wait a second, let's rewind.
Yeah.
It went right over my head.
Yeah, he's just neck
I
fucking.
neck
Yeah.
fucked myself on it. I'm like,
You're like,
So, like, I'm the type of friend, I'm going to tell you if you're wrong. And that's the friends that I want. So I tell them when they're wrong. I was like, no, you're acting like a suck. You're acting just like these women that I date. You don't want the nice guy, but then you have a guy that's cheating. Like, he treats me like shit. Then you want the happy medium. Now you went without so it's always nitpicking. I was like, you got to pick your poison because every person is going to have that thing. You're not going to have the perfect guy. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to find the perfect girl. So you got to figure out, like in Benny Blanco We Trust, you got to inherit all their baggage.
Yeah.
Whether if it's the worst thing and you're 40, 50, 60, he's too nice. Are you fucking crazy? That's the thing you're going to pick on? While these other guys have 8 baby mamas and 10 kids and they're bankrupt and they don't have no credit. You're not going to go for the guy. He's too nice. And I've had friends like that, family like that, to like, they nitpick. And I'm like, this is why you're single, because any guy you meet, they're going to have something. So if you're going to tell me he's too nice, he love bombs me, and he just buys me things. I'm like, are you shitting me? And that's bad. They're like, yeah, I'm like, your last husband cheated on you, had an affair with your coworker. But a guy that's, I'm like, and they're like, yeah.
it's hard though, because sometimes it's really hard to mistake the genuineness of that, because sometimes people are like, yeah, let me buy you things and let me be nice and let me be this like perfect great guy, and then if like
That's what you're supposed to do, though.
yeah, but that can be a form of manipulation as well and turn out to be more of like a very, very toxic thing.
What if you're
deep
just
into the
JD that really
relationship.
just trying to impress a girl and take her out and be nice and do stuff, and then you're just like, you're too nice.
I just don't think you should ever be doing any of like that type of stuff right at the beginning, because you cannot. Nobody is capable of keeping that up for forever, like ever. You're always gonna have to slow down or like not ramp up.
Absolutely,
You know
everyone
what I
does.
mean?
Yes,
right. But you're gonna be a letdown no matter what, and sometimes it's like
yeah, okay.
so black and white like that. But
No, but you're speaking the facts. You are, but you're
Like-
proving my point in anything you do. Say
Yeah.
your love language, like mine is physical touch.
Right.
When you're 6 years, you're so in like a baby stage of your relationship. When you get to 16, 26, 36, you're not going to be fucking against the wall like you used to. That's just
No.
not going to happen.
Correct.
So everything slows down, from love making to buying to impressing
Right.
each other. You just got to understand as you grow older together, it's gonna go down no matter what it is. So I think my thing is, to go back on the premise of this, nice guys finish last, is guys that are really trying to impress this
And
woman.
they want to.
They want
Right.
to.
They're like Benny Blanco
But-
wants to.
He wants to, and like you, we can all see JD's a really nice guy, and we've seen him date these girls that obviously like she ain't the fucking one, and you're generally being you. I can tell you're just being you, and I'm just like, and we all rode for JD. We ride for JD. Or these girls are just like, that fucking girl doesn't deserve you. You're just trying to be nice, and she's taking advantage of you. So like, yo, throw the deuces. But I have found out that nice guys like JD and finish last. It's like, so I think this whole thing is like the Benny Blanco thing. He's being nice, but he's being criticized because, oh, he's too nice and he's not good looking. It's like these nice guys, they can't win no matter what they're attractive. You know, JD's not a bad looking guy. He's a good looking guy. You compared him to Eminem today.
Well, Jules
he's like,
called me
okay.
a 7. Let's just be clear.
A 7?
She
7
did
is
call me
pretty-
a 7.
when did I say that?
You said it like 2 weeks ago.
You did say that. You said he was about a 7.
I said, give me your
Did you take
honest
offense to
opinion.
that?
No.
Yeah, I think
I
7's
said
good.
I'm a 7 in looks. I agree with that. And then personality, 9.7.
Wait, you didn't give, what do you give him the personality? Let's be honest.
Okay, so we have 7 in looks.
No, I'll give you a 9 in personality.
9 in personality.
Yeah.
If a girl met that, that's pretty good, right? Sienna, like
Yeah.
if he has a 7 in looks, 9.9 or 9 point
Yeah.
what?
Or,
in
well, no.
personality,
Yeah.
no kids,
Just a 9.
just a nice guy. Why wouldn't you invest in that? Then
I don't know. I just
It's
like
very
I was saying
weird.
before, I just think some people have been triggered. I have personally
Right.
been in situations where I think they're very, very, very nice, and
Right.
then it just like it doesn't just die down. It does a 180. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They
Yeah.
go from being like the nicest guy in the world to being like, fuck that. So that's why I live by the 90-day premium free trial, which is the 3-month rule. And
what is that?
I just think, just from my experience in life so far, my 26 years, 90 days is how long it takes to really get the true colors out of somebody. So I think somebody can put up a facade
that.
for 3 months. Once you hit 3 months, it's almost impossible to keep a facade going for that long. So once you kind of hit that point, that's when you really truly see if you're going to
I
be
like
in a
that 3-month
relationship with
rule.
that person.
Yeah, to see if they're still.
What the fuck is that face? What is that face?
Just wait till that 91st day when I continue to
Listen,
be nice.
I knew within 2 days with you, JD.
that it was amazing. That it was the most special thing you've ever been a part of.
Oh gosh.
There was some part of you that's like, I wonder with JD, but then he was too nice for you.
No, there's
Yeah, it
so
was
many
completely
other
up to her.
reasons.
There's so many other reasons.
Totally up to Jules. Yeah.
I do feel
Oh
like,
yeah. Why is it just on her? Yeah.
honestly, I feel
That's
like
it.
I've had full control over the situation the entire time.
JD, you know after 2 days, like, she's too much for me.
I usually know right away. It's a judgment.
It's a judgment.
It's all therapy.
But you, hey,
On paper, I'm JD's type to a T.
close.
Wait,
Underage, small, brown, white girl.
wait, what do you, looks wise, what do you give Jules?
I'll give Jules just because she gave me a 7. I'm giving her a 7.
Give her a set. What about personality?
I don't know if I mean that though.
It's higher, I know.
Personality 8.9.
8.9, lower than you gave him. Wow.
Hi.
You want a mean guy. You don't want a nice guy.
That was quick, and I respect it. That was quick. You gotta give him that.
Right, wag the finger.
Oh no.
Bad boys.
And
Damn it, you were so close.
Bad boys.
You're like on a good pace
Yeah.
and you drop the ball fucking
He went from 9 to 7. You're a 7 and a 7.
You're a roller coaster, my guy.
Oh, fucking hilarious.
Hey man, the sad thing about the Benny Blanco shit is that he's just starting to gain more fans because all of a sudden he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like the reason why he's gonna finish last is because everybody's piling on Selena just as much as they're piling on Benny.
And to be
You know
fair
what I
with
mean?
you guys, like, I didn't know if he was a nice guy. I was cheering on the guy that's everyone says not so good looking, bagged a hottie. So I was just like, yeah, good for you, my guy. Like you
Yeah.
bagged Selena Gomez. You must have a hog. You must have a chub, or you're funny. And I appreciate you put in work to bag Selena Gomez is beautiful, talented.
Right.
Like there's
Beautiful.
no denying that. She is just A-lister. And I was just happy for him, the regular looking guy. And then when you get to hear the interviews, did you hear the part in the interview? Because I watched a lot of this interview where he says, and sometimes he goes, we never argue. Sometimes we'll have like a moment and she'll like, I just need 25 minutes. And she'll walk by, she'll come back in 5 minutes like, I missed
I
you.
love that.
Yeah.
I think that's like, but see,
Pretty
there's
cool.
still conflict there. To me, that's conflict still in a
Yeah,
relationship.
little conflict, yeah.
But that's just a healthy way
Right.
to handle it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be toxic.
Yeah, I agree.
Human.
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
I
not
liked
gonna
everything
agree
about
with
that.
everybody all the
Yeah,
time.
I just agree with everything he was saying. And it's like, he did more, like us, honestly, even though this is the guy that's always barefoot, he has a lot of masculine into him. Like he led that interview.
Yeah, I feel like he's the one who speaks more in the interviews, but I'm not mad at it because he is so well spoken. And honestly, Selena Gomez, the way she looks at him when he's talking, it's so cute because
Yeah.
she's like, that's my man. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope it works out. I'm not saying he's a horrible guy. We all know he's nice, but
I know you're fans of her.
yeah.
Who is the Hollywood couple right now? Is it Benny Blanco, Selena, or is it still Taylor and Trav?
Oh, honestly, I forgot about Taylor and Travis.
We haven't talked about Taylor in a long time.
In a
thank
long
God.
They haven't been
time.
in the news at all.
I know. I
haven't.
think they've been hiding. I don't know. She's probably conjuring something up with a new project. I don't know, but
Definitely.
she's been in hiding. She hasn't
Secret
posted on social
engagement,
media
maybe.
since December or anything.
I'm thinking
Even nice
secret
girls finish
engagement,
last.
secret elopement. She's
Yeah.
gonna come
Yeah,
back.
she's
and be
preggers.
married.
They've
Ooh,
been
maybe.
hidden. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm like,
Definitely Selena, though, to answer the question, because they've been doing hot ones and interviews and
Yeah.
podcasts.
They did hot ones?
Yeah.
That's Benny Blanco's so freaking funny in that. That's
Oh,
where
gotta
I was
watch
like,
it.
okay.
I love
Selena,
that.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna have
see
to
it,
watch
girl.
that today.
Oh, that's today.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
Sean
funny.
Evans asks a question and Benny goes, "Shut up."
Still Selena and Benny did it
Yeah.
together?
Both of them together.
Oh,
you
shit.
gotta
Yeah,
watch
she
it.
struggles a bit through it. But
I was going to ask that. I was like,
yeah.
dude, I don't care. So she struggles. He could take hot.
He can take it, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I got to watch that. I love that, man. I just hope they work. I just feel like she's going to break his heart. Poor guy.
I do. Because actresses and actors, they just can hide their feelings or portray feelings, because they dive into their characters so well. So I think I don't know, to date an actor is pretty tough.
Yeah, Kelsey's not a nice guy.
I mean, he was like a player, right? Like he was like
Yeah, I mean, he was a
douchebag.
player, right? I'm just
Yeah,
saying
he
he's
was. He had a
He's
literal
fun.
show of him being a player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so
like
I don't think like.
finding
chasing
love.
or catching Chelsea. Or
Yeah,
Chelsea?
catching Kelsey. Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
a love dating show with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I can't see with the description as a nice guy. So
I don't like him. I don't like him.
he's not going to finish that. He's a bad guy. That's why probably Taylor chased him.
He's on the cheap.
But he seems like such a nice guy now.
I feel like now he's the nice
Right.
guy. He's like settled down with a girl.
I
He's been
honestly,
dating for nearly
it
2
doesn't
years
fucking
now.
matter if you're good looking, if you're an asshole, if you're nice, if you're ugly. What is the quote? Like, it's like, if they want to, they will. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah, if he wanted to, he would. If the guy wants to be with you, he's gonna
God.
do whatever the fuck he needs to do to be with you.
So annoying.
Why are you rolling your
Why
eyes
is
at
that?
that?
You should
That.
take notes.
If he wants to, he would. Oh, it's just let them.
It's the fucking
let them theory. If they want to do this, just let them. Fucking that's fucking too much TikTok, man.
What?
Wait, what does that term mean, though? What does that term
If he
mean?
wanted
No.
to, he would. I'm tired
Shut
of
up.
TikTok hair is getting butt hurt. Oh, what the man? Oh. Wait,
we
what?
wonder
So
why he's
honestly,
single.
the term, what does that mean?
It means like if a guy
Example.
just wants to like hook up with you and he doesn't want to date you, he's not going to take you out to dinner. He's not going to like do all these things or
Mm-hmm.
like text you good morning, whatever the fuck, like the little things. If the guy wants to be with you and he's trying to impress you and wants to do all the things, he's going to do all those extra nice things.
Yeah, but
without
most of the
asking for it.
Yeah, but then that doesn't mean like he's gonna get the girl. The girls have all the power.
I'm not
We
saying
all know that. Yeah.
but I'm saying like from your perspective when you were saying how girls don't go after the nice guys, they go after the bad guys. Yeah, they do, but the one of the bad guys might want to actually be with them, and then they won't be so bad. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna
But
do.
that's like a
everything they can.
90%. Like a lot of guys are
No,
just
I
really
feel like
chasing a
most of
girl,
them
and then
are
they just
not.
like, I don't feel like it, or you're boring, or you're too nice, or I just want free dinners at Maple and Ash and shit. You're wasting our time.
I feel like that happens so much on our side, though.
There's
too.
No, hell no. Are you the
There's so
chasing?
much wanting and wooding that I've done in my life.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, he would. I've been fucking texting you, dude. If he wanted to, he would.
Exactly.
Here,
The
you wanna
guys
go
do the
dinner?
Nice
chasing.
guys want the loud, crazy girls, and loud, crazy girls want the loud, crazy guys, and loud,
That's
crazy
not
guys want the
true.
That's not
quiet
true.
girls.
That's
Yes,
true.
they
Not
all.
true.
Everybody wants the fucking.
The
opposite.
guys chase the girls. The girls literally, and we've discussed, girls can go out
Bullshit.
and literally say, I want to fuck this any guy tonight. And you can go to a bar and within 10 minutes take
Yeah,
a guy
but you
home.
can't get them to like.
Guys
date
have to
you.
do 90 days.
Okay, and
Hard for
yeah,
them to commit.
yeah, the committing is.
Or
Like,
even, no, not even committing, just going out on a date. Like you said, you can send a text.
So much wanting and so
I'm
much.
talking.
Yeah.
I think I'm talking more like commitment. Yes, I can go find somebody to like have sex with,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But to like commit to you, that's a different state, a whole different fucking realm.
They wanted you, they will.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Literally.
That's
If he wanted
so
to,
fucking,
if he wanted
yeah.
to, he would.
If he wanted to put an effort to be with you, then he
Yeah,
would.
yeah.
If he wanted to put an effort to be with
You
you, then
haven't
he
But
wanted
we-
would.
and wooded shit.
It's been a minute.
That's been what, 3-4 months?
Yeah,
You
a handful
put
of
it-
months.
Yeah.
You just love bomb and give, I don't know, whatever
You're
toasters
nice.
to
Yes.
people.
No, I've actually been
you
better
don't
about
listen
that.
with intent, and you ask if you can be sexist. So that is
Yeah,
what your
with you
problem
guys.
is.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm a completely different character with someone else.
Character, not a good word to use.
No, I try. There's a lot of wanting and wooding that I'm doing.
Well, don't
there's a
try
lot
so
of wooding.
hard, and maybe it'll work out for you.
I literally am not trying
He's
at all.
not trying at all.
Happy medium.
Manifestation, JD.
That is the term that I've
manifestation.
been hearing so much. I stopped trying. So I just stopped. I really have
No,
because
for
it's
real.
just I just stopped
If you-
trying.
once you stop looking for something, it comes up.
well, but then if he wanted, he
I know.
would.
He wouldn't.
See, you know, it's like what?
If he
This is
would
what
have,
I'm
then he
talking
would have
about.
wanted it to.
You are. That's the most contradictory. He's like, stop trying. It'll happen. If you wanted, you would. What the fuck?
Happens, yeah. Stop trying, it'll happen, but once it happens, if you wanted to, you
my
would.
God.
If he wanted to, he would. No, he's too nice. He's wanting and wooding too much.
You should have just let it happen. Stop trying.
Leave
Oh
the
my
fuck alone. I'm going to Olive Garden by myself. I don't give a fuck
You eat the
anymore.
breadsticks like that. It's impossible. Oh, God.
All right.
All right, but the current statement, you're happily married. You are.
for you.
Yeah, brag about it. You are what? Are you actively looking? Or are you just falling back, letting it just happen for you, Jules?
Hey, if you want to, I'm here.
You're
If
there.
you want to, you would.
You would.
If you want
So you're
to, you
waiting.
would.
You're not searching.
I'm not. I can't.
Right.
I've tried.
Right. All right.
I just
Hey.
some assholes lately.
I'm
for
with
real.
you. I'm on Jules. I just tired. I mean, it's exhausting. But I'm
Everyone's
also with
just
JD because I have, and you know, I have been trying. It's just exhausting that
Yes.
it's like I feel like with one girl I was too nice. With another girl, it was just like she literally said, "I'm not blowing you off."
Okay, riddle
And then-
me this. I just went on a date with a guy like a week or two ago, and it went really, really well. And he, at the date, talked about going on another date. We texted for like 2 days after. He told me to have a great week. Haven't heard from him since.
He's
Been
a
a week
player.
and a half. But fuck that shit.
know.
Because to go on a date, to literally spend money on a girl, to literally plan another date, to like have a good conversation and go to like another location, and then to just like I'm calling it soft ghosting because I did not just get ghosted. I got like soft ghosted, and I feel like that hurts more.
More soft because
Because he kept in contact with me for like a few days.
so
and
you're
then just let it
waiting.
go.
So you're just having conversations, but he's not saying, "Hey, when do you want to go out?"
No, I haven't heard from him at all after
Oh.
that. It was like a soft ghost. He was like, "Hey, he asked me a few questions, asked me how my day was, and then he
Yeah.
goes, "Have a great week."
And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Well,
crazy?
I can solve this.
Please solve it.
If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah, brother.
You're right.
Tag, you're in.
And he didn't, so he's not the one.
He's not wooding,
Absolutely
Jules.
not. No, he's not wooden shit. That's for
not
goddamn
wooding.
sure.
He's not wanting or wooding.
He would.
He wouldn't
He
if
would've.
he wanted.
Yeah.
You're right.
Seashells,
I
and
don't give a
seashore.
There you go.
Yeah.
Too easy.
God. All right.
Whatever.
Too easy.
Didn't he kind of prove your point though? If he wanted to, he would, and he didn't, so that's why you're not with him anymore.
Correct.
But no, but she's hurt
but
by
she
it.
wants to be
But she
with
wants
him.
to be with him.
Because
so.
he said he wanted
Well,
to.
it's already like too far gone. Like if he tried to wood right now and want, I would be like, no.
He's playing a game because now he knows
Yeah.
you're thinking about him, and he's being a dickhead because a nice guy would do it right away. away, but he's probably nervous because you're gonna think he's too nice.
No, I bet
so
you-
he's playing the dick.
I'll
I
be
would
honest.
100% bet you I will never hear from this man ever again.
No, I'm
disagree.
going to be honest.
You'll text him.
No, I will not.
I'm going to
You
be
will
honest.
text
I
him.
have
I
been this
won't.
guy, and it's because I don't know. Two things. One, it is a soft ghost. Like, God,
is.
this is a cool person. Like, I could either stay friends with, or maybe I should give it a chance. And then you ask your friends, hey, this is like, I'll ask
Right.
JD. And now I'm confused. Do
Which
I
is
go with her?
fine.
Am I trying to force this? So he might not be a dick. He's just doesn't know.
But you guys know how I am. I'm very upfront. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. So like, I just don't respect people that can't just say.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I lose respect for like, I don't give a shit if you're not into me. Like that does not hurt my feelings. It's the just like pretending you are and then not being.
But you want the
that.
guy
like.
to be how you are. He's not from back east. He doesn't have your East Coast attitude. And like, I want to upfront. A lot of people aren't like you. So I
guess.
appreciate how you are, but a lot of people aren't like that. So to expect.
But it doesn't need to be as like fucking blunt and as
You are
harsh
blunt.
as I come
You are
off.
very, very blunt.
But anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like nothing at all makes me mad. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
You'll text him. Why don't you fucking
Wait,
text
go
him?
get one of these.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I'm gonna text him like, hey, like try to get back with him. Like, no, if I do text him, yeah, it's gonna be like,
It's gonna
hey,
be one of
just so you
those.
know, you're a fucking asshole.
There you go. And he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I've had the 2 busiest weeks of my life. Do you want to go out next week? And you'll be like, sure.
No.
I have one crisp dollar saying
Yeah,
that's gonna
I
happen.
agree. I
No.
agree. Here's what I've also
You're not
learned.
allowed to say that when you've been like posting nonstop. On
No,
social
here's
media
what
and
also
stuff.
you just don't know what people are happening in their life.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know?
fine.
Well, he might not want to talk to you about it.
That's
Maybe it's
fine,
something.
which
yeah.
is why I haven't texted
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and I won't. Believe me, my girlfriends. I already sent my notes, fucking paragraph, and it's in the group chat. I go, should I
crazy.
send this? And they're like, no, don't send it, don't send it. So I'm like, all right, I probably won't. Yeah, you called it. You know me. I know you always say.
Well, let the people watching this. They've proven our point. Yeah.
End it, dog.
Anyway, I'm not gonna burn the bridge, but fuck that guy.
Oh, this has been my favorite.
Hit her
part,
off with the
dude.
phrase again.
If he wanted to, he would, Jules.
I know. God
And if he
damn.
would, he should.
Well, nobody
He
fucking
could.
wants to. Nobody fucking wants to.
Oh, my girl. My heart.
Sienna, you're not to go hug her.
Let me slide on over. Thank you. I'm crying real tears.
Oh, you guys drive us crazy. This proof. We don't even have to say anything. We could just let you talk in circles. This is what we have to deal with. We don't even know. I have so much empathy for you right now, but we don't know what you guys want.
Nobody wants to.
I'm crying.
Oh God.
Oh my
fuck
fucking
me.
god.
My life.
Oh
dude.
God.
Get me out of this building.
Burn it. Just burn the building.
Well, good luck finding in love, fuckers.
Better luck next year.
Keep trying.
All right. So,
Holy shit.
we are gonna go to a meeting and plan a speed dating situation for everyone
just for
single.
me, remember.
Just for Jules. Just for Jules. All right. Subscribe, share, like, comment. Let us know what you loving of the Aftermath podcast. We're fucking out of here. We're so out of here. All right.
The Aftermath.